All right, we have an awesome panel over here. These guys are the most experienced players we know. And I think they're just 12, 13 years. So these guys are my favorite, of course, my son and Sai. Sai, was one of our customers' son, and now he's probably our most favorite customer and also our favorite volunteer at Detox.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, guys, day two of Detox. How was day one?
Day one.
Day one, like I thought that in day one, when I came to Tea Talks, there weren't many people taking things I could teach them at all.
Yeah.
I was just walking around the place.
Hmm.
Then after that, like close to the evening, so many people filled into the
It was like a
area.
tsunami of.
I couldn't even walk past the stairs,
Yeah.
so I was just staying around the game library
Fantastic.
until a family just came to me and asked me for some recommendations.
Amazing.
So I gave them 3 games. I taught them Wingspan, Codenames, and Cascadia.
Amazing. So, yeah, how
So-
about you? How was day one for you, Rudy?
Day one, in the first half, I was pretty bored because there were not many people I could, if I wanted to teach or I could do some work or something.
Right.
Then I'm very into fantasy and D&D and stuff.
Hmm.
That's why I just went to play, like, substituted for a D&D session. Then I went to play I played in a guided table. I played
Which game did you play?
I played Zombicide,
Oh,
White Death.
was it good?
I mean, it's very much like D&D, but
Okay.
just take out half of the imagination and
Oh.
free will.
Okay.
After
Alright,
that,
but
it's
epic
really good.
minis and all.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
good.
We never got to table it though. It was always on our shelf all these years.
Now I can teach you at least.
All right, awesome. So yeah, I mean, please tell everybody who's watching. They might have kids of your age. You know, maybe kids of your age are also watching. Can you tell them how your journey in the board game hobby started?
So at the beginning, I did not want to come to the summer camp at all. I was really annoyed because I just wanted to enjoy my summer.
Yeah.
But then my dad brought me after like a couple of days in the summer camp. I got to enjoy a couple of games, and then I won one of my own. I think my first game before the summer camp, my first ever board game was Candyland, and
Right.
yeah, and the
So-
first game I played in this, like the games I played in the summer camp, I didn't know like they had those.
Right. So, are you saying the summer camp which happened in our studio?
Mhm.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So from
That-
was
from
not
that-
long ago.
Yeah, so from that point, like we bought a few games that I played in the summer
But
camp.
was your dad collecting games then as well?
No, we just had, I think, Monopoly, my mom's
Are
old
you
business
serious?
game.
So in the last 3-4 years, you've become such board game addicts.
Like my dad brought board games home. He used to teach me the board games until at one point he just gave me a challenge to learn a board game and teach him because he had some other
Which
work
one
to
was
do.
that?
I don't remember. I think it was one of the Mosaic games only.
Okay. it
Maybe
was our
Valamkali or something.
Okay.
And then after that, I started to learn more and more board games
Right.
and teach my dad. And now I'm the
Wow.
only one in
yeah,
the
you
house.
taught us as well so many games. You're teaching so many people games at Detox now. So, I mean, you just blew my mind that, it was the summer camp where you played 40 plus games in a span of 10 days or something, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. And was it fun? Like,
Yeah, at the starting it wasn't fun for me.
Right.
But then we played a couple of games. I think the one that was most fun for me, the first one I played was Yuddhabhumi.
Really?
And that one was the first one that I actually
Awesome.
enjoyed playing.
Thank you. Yeah. Actually, you know that they're making a movie based on Rani Apaka's campaign.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we just signed the audiovisual rights for that. How about you, Rudy? Tell us your journey in the tabletop.
Okay, so first I was 4 years old
Yeah. Okay.
and I do not remember the first game, but I think it was Yuddhabhumi.
Yeah, it was
So-
in the movie. I have a video of you.
Yeah, so
in
there was-
fact, that was the start of our business in the
Yeah.
board game space as well.
And my favorite game used to always be Dr. Eureka because I was too good at it.
he was too good, yeah.
And then after that I kept on going forward and forward.
Mm.
And then I went on to strategy games.
Mm.
now I'm actually a heavy gamer, and then suddenly I went into D&D and I got obsessed with that.
Just to tell people, how old are you?
13 years old.
How old are you?
12.
They're just 12, 13 years old, and they are talking like, when I was probably 13 or 12, I was just running around in the ground. But you guys talk like such mature boys, right? Can you tell me what is that one game? It kind of opened up a whole new world for you where you're like, oh my god, so there are some mechanics like this, stories like this, and spiritual, I mean, not spiritually, I mean, intellectually, philosophically, it kind of showed you, so many perspectives in that game.
It was like every single first game mechanic I experienced at the summer camp,
Mm.
and each game opened up. I don't remember half the games I played. I do
Right.
remember the games I bought. I remember playing the Mosaic games
Mm.
and those games. I don't remember half the games I played, but I think it was the first games that I played that opened up that.
So, which are the games that kind of.
Balamkari,
Oh,
I think.
Palamkari. Okay.
I think even Brouhaha, because before I used to only
Yeah.
play Uno.
Right.
Um,
Bruhaha adds layers of strategy.
There's so Brouhaha, Valamkali, Yuddh Bhumi. I think those three games.
Amazing. So you actually did a workshop or a project on Valankari, right?
Yeah, like went to like a camp of public speaking in the summer holidays,
Okay.
one a day, and then at the finishing of the camp, last days, they had a day called open day where every single class, like there was robotics, public speaking, and those classes would have a specific open day for them.
Okay.
And in that day, we have to for us in public speaking, we chose like a place or a country to work around, and
Okay.
we had to like get the things from those countries, and people would come and we had to tell them about the places
Right.
or the cities in India that we chose. We had a few days to think about it, so I chose Kerala just because I had Valamkali as a board game.
So I guess you're the only person who got a game to the.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Did nobody else got a game to this?
No.
Thing, is it?
No. The person who won was the most boring person according to me. She had Jaipur, I think, and she only came with facts, but for some reason people liked
When
it.
you had an opportunity.
I mean, the judge could be boring as well.
Yeah.
That's why.
Now he's like, dude, I could have given you Jaipur as a game.
No, the judges were the parents. The parents of every single student came and
Oh.
judged every single.
No, but how about you, Rudy? I mean, I remember how obsessed you were with Indus. You were drawing comic strips inside the squares.
Yes.
One of
There were
them
many.
became extremely popular. But
So-
can you tell us a bit of a story on how you actually convinced your principal?
Okay. So in my school, we were studying about the Indus civilization.
Yeah.
Then I remembered, oh, I have a game about that. My parents have made it. So I brought it to school. So first I showed my teacher, and then I explained it to her and stuff. And I got that Indus seal also, it came with it. Then she's like, I'm really impressed. Let me take you to the principal. I explained to the principal too.
How old were you at?
I was like 10
Hmm.
or 9. I was in 4th standard, I think.
Hmm.
And then after that, the principal gave me a Kaju Barfi as a present. And then
What?
she took me to the social science department of the school.
Okay.
And then to her also, I had to explain Indus. I had to explain Indus like 4 times by now.
Hmm.
And then again in the last 3 periods were free. So I made almost a whole class come together, joined some tables, and I played Indus with almost all of them.
Amazing. I didn't know all of this, man. But how are your friends reacting when you talk about tabletop games with them?
I don't talk much about the tabletop games with them.
Why?
Mostly because first thing, they don't have the brain for those games,
Oh.
and second thing, they don't like the tabletop games. Mostly they're into like sports and video games.
Hmm.
So if I brought it, they would just go away. Like, I also remember, I didn't say it out loud, but in my old school, in our class party, a person brought Ticket to Ride.
Really?
Me and my friend went, and so I knew the Ticket to Ride. I have played the game,
Hmm.
but then my friend was like, "It's too complicated. Let's get."
Oh, you didn't complete it or start?
No,
also?
we didn't even start.
Damn.
He saw the components and then he went away.
How about you? Like, how do your friends? I mean, have you run Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, so I have run D&D for
In
some of
school?
my. So basically, in the annual day, there were some people who were staying back. So every day, I used to make like a map. I drew it, and then I just made them all play like a practice session. One day, a Kannada ma'am came off, and I had to explain the whole session in Kannada to her. She was so interested
Dungeons and Dragons in
Kannada.
What?
Wonderful.
So,
Okay.
and then I'm like, so I'm a DM. That's why all my friends are like, you're a direct messenger.
Okay. So they didn't know.
So they don't know. Mostly, like they only know Monopoly and Snakes and Ladders.
Right.
They don't know anything about tabletop RPGs
So
and
do your
stuff.
friends treat? I mean, like, you can't even discuss about your hobby with them. Is it?
I can't discuss board games with them.
Why don't you introduce them the same way that you learned?
No, I brought Flip 7, I think, to one of my friend's houses.
Yeah.
He said he didn't have anything. I said I have this random game in my bag. We can play that. He didn't even open the game. He said no need. So
I
Okay.
have a question for you. But do you think if we regularly play, things will change? Why do you think children do not like to play? Like you both play and you take games, but people are still not willing to play. Why is it so?
maybe because they think like the board games need too much of brain or something like that, and they might think they're acting too nerdy or dorky for those games, like when they play them. Those two.
So if you had to introduce, I mean, to extend that, if you had to introduce one game to new gamers, what would be the first or second game that you would introduce?
Maybe Brouhaha first game,
Brouhaha.
because they might
Man,
like
I should tell the publisher. They'll be thrilled.
they might
Yeah.
like just attacking the other people,
Right.
so they might
Yeah.
enjoy that game. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the second game that you would?
Second game, I don't want to introduce any game with points because that will just make them get lost. So not Flip 7, not Llama. Maybe a game like Trio.
Trio. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's like a communication game as well. Nice. How about you?
So first
First game that you would introduce.
game I would today. Okay. So mostly everything depends. But if there's a new gamer, I want them to like actually see how board games are. So I'm gonna
Okay.
probably make them play Ticket to Ride first
Okay.
to make them like get the mechanism,
Beautiful table
Yeah,
presence
all-
and all that. Okay.
and also to make them realize that board games can be just as fun as video games and stuff.
I think you're gonna say Splendor because
Yeah, that was my second choice.
yeah. So he actually has a YouTube channel. I think we need to make more content with you guys where we just pick one particular game, we teach the game on camera, and we play the game in front of the camera. Yeah. Shall we start doing that?
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
up
sure.
for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Rapid fire question. One game that you always choose because you win all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Wavelength.
Wavelength.
Flip 7.
Flip 7. I've seen the way you play Flip 7. Extremely competitive. All right.
Machikoro.
Machikoro. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. So Machikoro is something you think that we can't beat you, right?
You have never
I'll
beat me
challenge
once.
you. Okay. Have you played Dungeons and Dragons?
Once.
Once.
Yeah.
How about you? You're running it today.
100.
Yeah. Do you want to check it out? I
Yeah.
think how many
So right
advent-
now, I think all my slots are booked. Tomorrow
Okay.
I have some slots.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Will you do one for Sai and
Sure.
whoever is interested?
Yeah.
Awesome. So thank you so much for doing this. It was a very short video interview, but I think it was pending for the last 3 years. From when we know Sai and from when Rudy started making content. If you're really up for this, bug your dad to send you to our studio every Sunday, okay, for a couple of hours. We'll teach a game, play a game, start with the basics. Yeah. What do you think? Good.
Sure.
Awesome. Thank you guys, and let's get a quick picture.
Yes.
Awesome.
I